So right now, Greg Fisher, our mayor, our 50th mayor here in Louisville, is in favor of having 10,000 homeless children in this city. He's in favor of having 10,000 adults in this city. He's in favor of having all these Fishervilles, all these tent camps that set up all over Louisville. Three of them at least that I know about. And frankly, if you're smart about surviving, you don't want anybody to know about, your situation about where you live. And so he's pro fucking, he's pro homeless people. He's pro homeless children. He's in favor of corporations. He's in favor of Israel, right? Bombing Palestine. He doesn't give a shit about Mandela. He ain't no Nelson Mandela. He ain't Gandhi. He's not Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. He's none of these folks. He's not even close to any of them. He is a corporate Democrat. So he cares about his big, wealthy business friends and bankers and 4th Street Live and Quarters companies and Insight, but he don't give a shit about working class Joe. He don't care about Jill and Steve on the street. He doesn't care about working families. He doesn't care about mom and pa with children trying to struggle to get on by. He thinks that they're a plight, they're embarrassment to get by, and he's also pro-police brutality violence. He's pro-prison violence, pro-molestation in prison. He is not, he's a corrupt politician. He's corrupt. You can tell by the way he talks. He talks like an asshole. He talks as if he's bullshitting you, because he is bullshitting you. He's talking as slow as he can. He doesn't look you in the eye, and he talks with this monotone voice as if he's a fucking genius. What, because you studied a little bit, you think you're smarter than everybody? Get the fuck out of here. Talk to us like regular fucking people, and maybe we can have a real conversation. But as long as you're talking down to us as if like, well, we're not supposed to question anything you say. Oh, the great fucking Greg Fisher says something, so we can't question it. That's bullshit, okay? Greg Fisher is pro-violence against people. He's pro-violence against innocent people. He's pro-molestation against innocent people. He employs these independent rogue militias to just roam around in plain clothes, just like they did with Desmond Rudolph. They murdered Desmond Rudolph, 99, plain clothes people did. Johann Stimley also, plain clothes. A lot of these innocent people being shot was because of a plainclothes person. And really, how the fuck Michael Newby, plainclothes person, shot in the back. And then it was a drug deal gone bad. That's what the fuck Mackenzie Mattingly said. Mackenzie Mattingly, oh, it's a bad drug deal gone bad. I had to kill him, right? What do you mean it's a bad drug deal? Like, you were trying to sell him crack and shit, and he only bought weed? He only had marijuana, and you was trying to sell him some fucking crack, and then he walks away, so you shoot him? How dare you fucking walk away from me if I saw that you was a cop? So that's what happens. These plainclothes motherfuckers come up and they think they're fucking being sneaky and they're fucking badass and shit, but they're the ones that start the fucking incident. They're the ones that initiate the thing. It wouldn't have happened if there was nothing. I would have gone to the store, I would have got my snack, I would have got my drink, I would have gone back and watched TV. That's what would happen if the Viper Squad never ran into me. But Joe Casey and Aaron Browning, they had a mission. They had a mission that night. They just wanted to beat up any random person and anybody that talks shit to them. I mean, hell, like Joe Casey's a short man. He's probably been picked on his whole life. So, of course, the police position appeals to bald men and short men. They've been disrespected and hated on by everybody. Now they got that badge, damn it, they're going to fuck with anybody they can fuck with. What? I've seen these other big guys act like total dickheads, so that means I'm allowed to act like a dickhead too. And being a police officer is not about being a prick. If all you want to do is just get off on some fucking violence, put down the badge and go do some other shit, because you're not fucking qualified. Police officers are supposed to protect and serve. They're supposed to give a shit. We should have community policing. We should have people that we actually know. But instead we have all this, just this soulless, nameless fucking corporate land. We have a police state. We have a police state, and we've got a rogue military force that just goes around hitting anybody that they want to. They don't give a shit. They're not here to protect and serve us. They've never been here to protect and serve us. The police are absolutely out of control. Just look at any news story all across America. They're shooting people that have handcuffs behind their back. They've shot people with handcuffs behind their back here in Louisville. The LMPD has done this before. How are you going to be afraid of somebody with, they're handcuffed? They're handcuffed. So they're shooting mothers. They're shooting old ladies. They shot a mother of 3. Just straight up busted into a trailer, thought it was a drug dealer, pop, 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 shot her in the fucking head. Now a mother of 3 is dead, and the 3 children ain't got no mom. You have old ladies, 70, 80-year-old white ladies being thrown down on the fucking ground. Do as I say, because what the fuck I said. Her shit's all fucking bloody and all messed up and shit. You're protecting it. Who the fuck you protecting and serving? I saw another incident where they just confront this homeless guy, and the homeless guy's kind of like, man, what's up? And the cops are like, oh man, you know, they're all cocky and they're fucking arrogant and they act like they give a shit. Hey man, just tell us your name and, you know, let us look in your bag and everything will be cool. Just let us look in your bag. Let us see what's in the bag, and, you know, let us see what's in there. Let's just see what's going on. And they fucking swarm the motherfucker. They surround the homeless guy. Not only is he homeless, sleeping on the street and cold and shit, now he's being fucking harassed by two fucking pigs, by two fucking pieces of shit, fucking low-life, psychopathic, wannabe serial killers. They have the psychopathic quality in them. They've been murdering, they've been killing, they're hitting, they're molesting. They don't, you know, they don't stop. They don't stop at no point. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how they behave. It's ridiculous, you know, that this isn't, I don't know, I guess that's one incident. It's horrible to generalize because of the one incident, but I saw with my own eyes. Joel Casey and Aaron Browning, at no point in time did they ever give a fuck about my safety. At no point. They didn't care about the truth. They don't care about safety. They don't care about justice. They only care about power and violence. That's LMPD. They care about power and violence. They was cussing at me. They told me to get the fuck out of the road. I didn't jump out immediately out of the way. It pissed them off, so they jumped out and said, let's fucking fight. And what I learned from the police is when they jumped out at me, okay, and they wasn't police. They had a baseball cap and a flannel, and it was a plain white car. There's no way in the world you could have told that they're police officers. They're driving crazy. They're fucking cussing at everybody. They don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. You know, anybody could have been. It could have been an old lady fucking crossing the fucking road. What, you going to be yelling at fucking grandma? Yes. Yes, they would have been yelling at grandmother. They would have been yelling at anybody because that's what they do. All day long, drive around looking for people to fuck with. And that's, you know, that's what they did. They did that night. And to think that these folks are actually out there for me, at no point will I ever believe that they were for me. They fucking did this stupid shit. They covered it up with a bunch of lies, and they keep on fucking lying about it, and they don't fucking stop. They just keep on going over and over again. They said, oh, we didn't cuss. We didn't say no cuss words. And the fucking police report, like they took the fucking thing, internal affairs. Oh, yeah, we're fucking writing it in the air and shit. So, Greg Fisher, no, your city, possibility city, compassion city, you lack compassion. These are just buzzwords. You're like a compassionate conservative, just like Bush, right? You've got all this compassion. You want possibility. You want the city to be healthy. Buzzword, buzzword, buzzword. And actually, it sounds Orwellian. Viper Squad's supposed to stop violence, but they're the ones initiating it. They're the main oppressors over everybody. And because of that oppression, that's why you see all the behavior that you see now. It all stems from that. No, I do not feel safe with the police running around the street. I had actually got robbed. $1,600 of shit was stolen out of my house. $1,600. And I had the suspect, their names, their house, their address. Did the LMPD give a shit? No. No, that doesn't concern them. But if a cop says, fuck you, and you say, fuck you back, and not knowing they're police, they will fuck up your life. If you get robbed, they don't give a shit. If you're a victim, if someone takes your laptop and your movie camera and your chains and some diamond ring, you know, laptop, camera, diamond ring, digital camera, if somebody takes all that shit, breaks into your house, you don't even know how they fucking got into your house, and take all that shit, LMPD does not give a fuck. They don't give a shit. Okay? They don't care. LMPD does not care. They don't care about you and me, and they never, I mean, I don't know if I'm robbed, if anything bad happens to me. I don't know, I don't see any reason why I would ever call the police. If there's an accident, they fill out a report, you know, maybe something could happen from that, but they don't solve your problems. They only create problems for you. And it's over petty shit. You know, part of me was like, should I even call the police and tell them about this? Motherfucker might just start fucking with me. Well, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing here in your house? Let me push you around and see if you get mad at it. And then how do you defend yourself to that? Adrian Reynolds, he gets his head smashed in the fucking jail. Louisville jail. So a black dude goes into fucking jail for a domestic violence dispute, and when he's in the fucking jail, the white jailers fucking take his head and they stomp it on the fucking concrete. How the fuck can you defend yourself from that type of shit? You know, you're innocent, you know you haven't done anything, but they're a bunch of fucking shitty assholes, a bunch of psychopathic, sadistic assholes who just like to see pain in others. They don't care about justice. They're not good people. They're the worst scum on the planet. They're just shitty fucking people. Like, you look down and you say, you know, you look at a neighbor and you be like, can you trust that person? I don't know. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're just shitty people. A police officer, they're shitty people. That's the culture of them. Is there a Serpico? Maybe. One in here and there, but overall, no. No, the culture is what's fucked up, and their culture, the police, for better or for worse, serve as the example. When the police go around showing they just fuck anybody up for any, it's disrespect, right? If, oh, you disrespected me, you looked at me in the eyes, don't disrespect me, boy. Boy, don't disrespect me. Don't say fuck you back to me. I'm allowed to push you around. I'm allowed to hit you. I'm allowed to point at you. You can't do nothing back to me. What would be the difference if you had a fucking gangbanger walking around with a gun and just go around people, kicking people's ass, giving them $28,000 worth of fucking bills, molesting them? What's the fucking difference? Because he got a badge, he allowed to do that? It's wrong. It doesn't matter who it is. Murder, stealing, assault, these things, molestation, all these things are wrong, regardless of the type of uniform you're wearing. So, no, Viper Squad, Steve Conrad, that's not a good idea. You want to brag about like that as if you're stopping it. But actually, Councilman David James says, well, you know, he supports the mayor's re-election, but you shouldn't say that crime's going down because there's a lot of victims of violent crimes. There's families whose children are being shot, they're being injured, and they're in high numbers. So you got to be careful in taking ownership of crime going down, because if you do that, then you have to take ownership if crime goes back up. Well, you know, the crime statistics of the citizens. Well, what about the crime statistics of the police? How many criminal actions are they going around committing? They didn't give a shit. At no point did anybody ever, you know, give a shit about if they did what they were supposed to do. Or at every process, internal investigations covered their asses. The merit board covered their asses. The judge, the prosecutor, covered their asses, covered their asses. That's all they're doing. They don't give a shit about the truth. They don't care about justice. They don't care about truth. They don't care about protecting and serving. They care about their power, and that's it. They love fucking hurting people. They get off to it. And what's fucked up is they'll hurt somebody for some petty bullshit stuff, but if something actually really happens, they allow that motherfucker to keep on doing. Maybe the people that fucking robbed me, maybe they recognize them. Oh shit, we kicked your ass. They fucking stole from you. That's fucking perfect. Because we're the enemy. The people are the fucking enemy. If there's actually somebody out there that's to be reckoned with them, they don't say shit. Maybe they just scared to actually be decent, to be good, decent people. So, those are the two big things that happened to me this year. You know, actually the fucking police brutality shit happened December of last year, or November. So it happened last year. And then me getting robbed happened this year, a couple months ago. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. So, other accomplishments, Mayor Fisher, he brags about breaking ground on the Ohio River Bridges project, which is going to be a toll road, so great. Fucking over the middle class and poor classes again. It's consistent, right? It's all violence against the fucking working families. Investing in city libraries, right? Yeah, because we actually care about the education. You don't care about the educations. Renovating Shawnee, Bonaire, Western Branch, opening New Fairdale. Books are good, libraries are good. I have actually enjoyed the library. Creating a more efficient government through the Office of Performance. Whatever. Leading a cultural transformation. Consolidation at the Louisville Water Company and the sewer district and water companies combining is supposed to save $25 million to ratepayers. Developing a more compassionate community, give a day a week service each April, and let Louisville be named most livable city. Whatever. So calling for a service day makes you a livable city. That's such horseshit. It is by calling everybody to volunteer and clean up the damn city, which is really doing the job that the city workers should be doing anyways, which they get paid to do, right? So, no, I don't believe that you made this the most livable city. I don't believe you lowered crime. I don't believe you've done any of the things that you said that you've done. I think you're a corporate Democrat. I think you're a liar, and I think you're going to continue to, kiss your fucking corporate paymasters, make sure the bankers in Wall Street get plenty of fucking money and say fuck the poor. 10,000 homeless on the streets, who gives a shit? Fisherville's all over the place, who gives a shit? 10,000 children, who gives a shit? Police brutality's happening. Your fucking jailers are a bunch of pedophiles, or a bunch of fucking molesters, right? And they're oppressor molesters, so who knows if they're actually doing it to the fucking children too, but they're doing it to the adults, and they didn't give a shit, right? They touched my chode, and that's fucking embarrassing, and that sucks that had happened to me. It was, you know, it really is, it's a big fucking deal if I'm out in the street, but they're fucking police. What the fuck can I do? Right? They get me for assault a police officer when I didn't even do anything to them. So they're going to get me for assault no matter what the fuck happens. They'll fuck with you. They'll run into you. They'll bump in your chest. They'll try to run you over. They'll try to murder you and molest you. And you can't say nothing, and you have to put a big smile on your face, and you just have to be happy. That shit's happened in the jail. That shit's happened under Mayor Fisher. And Mayor Fisher, you're being held accountable for any fucking thing that happens in your city. You should change this shit. You won't, because you're a corporate Democrat.